Hey Capricorn besties, welcome to your horoscopes for June. There is a lot happening this month. In this video, I'm going to talk about the top 10 things to look out for astrologically for the month of June, and then I'm going to pull one tarot card to give you advice and some extra insight into the month of June. Let's hop right in because there's a lot to cover. I'm going to pull up your chart. Yes. So we're going to start Saturday, June 3rd. This is when there is a full moon at 13 degrees Sagittarius, and full moons are all about culminations. And the 12th house is where it's going to be for you. This is the realm of the subconscious. So when a full moon is shining on your 12th whole sign house, this is like a deep sea diver surfacing with a pearl of wisdom from the ocean of your subconscious. It can be a time when dreams, intuitive hunches, or even old fears come to the surface. So consider lighting a candle for this full moon to release something that no longer serves you, like some sort of subconscious block or a past regret. For example, you could write it down on a piece of paper and then safely burn it as a symbolic act of letting go. Then on Monday, June 5th, Venus enters Leo, and we love Venus in Leo. Venus will move into your 8th whole sign house, and this can definitely intensify your relationships on some level, making you crave deeper bonds and deeper emotional connections. And it can also bring some good luck to your finances, bring some good luck to your intimacy issues. So we like Venus in Leo, but on the day of the ingress, on Monday, June 5th, Venus will enter Leo and immediately oppose Pluto in Aquarius. And this brings up issues surrounding money and resources, and especially in your relationships, self-esteem, and intimacy. So this is a balancing act between what's yours and what's shared. And this includes material things and also emotional things. This is a time where you can strengthen your connection to your intuition, and also, spark a new fascination with things that are unseen to help you get answers, essentially. So there might be some intensity surrounding money around June 5th, but overall, Venus in Leo is a very exciting thing. And then on Sunday, June 11th, that's the next thing we're going to talk about. There's two things happening. Firstly, Pluto re-enters Capricorn on Sunday, June 11th. So Pluto will be retrograding back into your first house, and this is energy you're very, very familiar with, so it's nothing to be alarmed about. This is just another period of shedding old skin and rebirthing of some kind, a phoenix rising from the ashes. It's not necessarily the most comfortable energy, as you have felt, but essential for growth. And Pluto really helps you shed old patterns and old behaviors that do not serve your highest good, and they tend to come to the surface for you to confront and to release when Pluto moves into your first house. So confronting power dynamics with other people and also within yourself are things to look out for as well. So Sunday, June 11th might be a little bit challenging. We have Pluto changing signs, entering your first house, and then we also have Mercury entering Gemini. And Mercury will be entering your 6th whole sign house, which is an excellent time for organizing your day-to-day life. So you could find yourself making a lot more to-do lists, scheduling a lot more tasks, being a lot busier, and just generally getting your affairs in order. It's a great few weeks to focus on work and projects and health routines. You can think of it as Mercury helping you sort through the details of your daily life and making sure that everything is running smoothly. But it might feel like you are bogged down with a bunch of things that you don't want to do but have to do. So luckily it's only a couple weeks. Next, I want to talk about Saturday, June 17th. We have a couple things happening that day as well. We have a new moon in Gemini. So Mercury enters Gemini, your 6th whole sign house, and stirs up some dust with your daily routine, with your health, with your coworkers, with your literal to-do lists. And then a week later, on Saturday, June 17th, the new moon in Gemini happens, and there's some sort of new beginning happening with all of those things that the dust kicked up. So you can set intentions related to work and health and pets. It's a great time to start a new workout routine. It's a great time to begin healthier eating plans or setting goals for a new work project. Consider lighting a candle and visualizing what you want to manifest in your day-to-day life. For example, you could visualize yourself successfully completing a project or feeling energetic and healthy as a result of an exercise routine or a diet routine or some sort of self-care that you're working on. At the same time, on Saturday, June 17th, we have Saturn stationing retrograde at 7 degrees Pisces. And Saturn stations in your third whole sign house. So you might notice a sort of pause in matters related to communicating, learning, and your immediate environment or short trips. It's definitely like the universe is hitting a brief pause button, and things might feel as though they are in a holding pattern. So this weekend, Saturday, June 17th, invites you to revisit and reassess how you express your thoughts and ideas, your learning strategies, the way that you think about things, like fundamentally the way you think about things. You might find yourself reevaluating your communication style, for example, or reconsidering a new course or study that you've been wanting to do. So, things to consider: be patient. And when Saturn, your ruling planet, stations, you might feel stalled. You might feel tired. You might feel lethargic. You might get sick. Be patient when Saturn stations around Saturday, June 17th. Love that Saturn is stationing on a Saturn day. Moving on, Wednesday, June 21st, this is when Cancer season begins, and this is much more exciting for y'all. This is when the sun enters your 7th whole sign house and shines a big old spotlight on your relationships. It's definitely a time when your interactions with other people, your partner, your business associates, or just the public in general, your clients, all come into focus. So for the next 30 days, you might find yourself more interested in collaboration with other people, and you could feel like you're more interested in being in harmonious relationships with other people. For example, you might seek to address unresolved issues with your partner, or seek new ways to connect with your audience if you have some sort of public-facing role. But it's seeking new ways to be social, basically. And Monday, June 26th, Mercury enters Cancer, follows suit, and that makes it even more busy, more social. And this will stimulate conversations and negotiations within your relationships. You'll have a lot more conversations. You'll be meeting a lot more people, talking to a lot more people. Your thoughts and your conversations are likely to revolve around partnership or be in collaboration, and you might find that you're a lot more able to articulate your needs within your relationships while Mercury is here. This is also a great period to seek advice from other people with Mercury in your 7th whole sign house. You might find yourself more open to discussing your relationship goals with your partner, or more likely to seek professional advice in some fashion. And so the last thing or day I want to talk about is Friday, June 30th. And really, I want to talk about the final week of June. We have Neptune stationing retrograde and a Mercury Rizzimi, both on Friday, June 30th. So it's an interesting story at play. We know that when Neptune stations retrograde, when any planet stations, it has to slow down and stop before moving directions, switching directions. So the last week of June, before Neptune actually stations on June 30th, Neptune will be moving at a glacial, slow pace. And especially with co-present Saturn there, it be slow. So this creates a really foggy atmosphere for the last week of June. But on Friday, June 30th, when Neptune stations, it's as if a mist is descending, making it harder to see your path entirely. And during this week, it's important for you to trust your gut, trust your intuition when it comes to interpreting any messages you receive, both from other people and from your own inner voice. So you might feel more inclined to rely on your intuition on the last week of June when interpreting a complex situation at work or in your daily life. Your intuition will be on fire. And what's interesting about this is that the same day, on June 30th, when Neptune actually stations, there is a Mercury Rizzimi at 9 degrees Cancer. And so there's some sort of major renewal happening in your partnerships, in your partnership dynamics. This is, again, another very potent time for communicating and negotiating within your relationships. There is a major clarity that comes with this Cazimi and major focus to your thoughts and your conversations that help express yourself more. You're more easily expressible. This might be also a Cazimi where you're able to articulate your needs in your relationships, or maybe it's when a significant conversation or negotiation takes place. You might have a breakthrough conversation with your partner or reach an important agreement in a business partnership, something like that. So be patient the last week of June. There's some wonkiness happening with a light at the end of the tunnel being on June 30th. A breakthrough is in order. So let's pull your card for the month. We have the 10 of Summer. So this is an amazing card. This is the emotionally fulfilling life with family and friends type of energy. It's a card about legacy and raising children wisely. It's a card about trusting. There are people that you can trust this month. You will be in contact with a lot of people you can trust. And it's also a lot of work towards having a more emotionally fulfilling life. These are the things coming up for June. We love working with people we can trust to have a more emotionally fulfilling life, right? All right, and that wraps up your horoscope for June. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more astrology goodness. If you are hungry for even more astrological insights, you can join my portal for exclusive weekly or monthly forecast and horoscopes. You can book a one-on-one consultation with me, or you can become a member of my wonderful Discord community. So check out the links in the description to get started, and take care, my friends. I will see you next time. Bye.